You want to know who put a curse on you? Alright, check this out.
Behind the scenes of the new HollyNet, Hollyweird on the internet.
Check out this guy casually walk into the scene as they're filming The Haunt of guys.
I'm going to talk about what they really need to be talking about. And that is the 28 employees that were arrested on that Disney cruise for child pornography.
This California resident exposes what's really going on with flock cameras in America.
Don't ever allow your children to watch Miss Rachel. She's a pawn for Satan. Satan likes to use her because she's a link directly to talk to your children. And after all, Satan comes as an angel of light. But this is what this woman wrote.
So I've been trying to tell y'all that these lizard people, these other creatures from interdimensionals, whatever you want to call it, that they are out here. They exist.
I think it is so crazy that you literally have people who work at Walgreens, McDonald's, the freaking grocery store, who go home after work and are doing witchcraft.
Now, it is very obvious, and I'm sure most of you have noticed this already. Notice the Earth in the background? They're supposed to be in space, but it's flat.
Welcome back to the Wizard's Fish. Things have been a little bit slow this past week as I've had my family visiting from the other side of Canada, and I haven't seen them in almost 2 years. So it was nice to finally see them for a change. Other than that, shout out to Dave O for sending the super thanks. Unfortunately, YouTube never notified me that he sent it, and Dave reached out to me via email just to make sure that I got it. I rechecked my notifications, nothing was there, but I was able to verify that he did send it. So huge shout out and thanks to Dave. If this happens to any one of you guys in the future, please reach out through my email. The email is in the channel bio, just so I can properly thank you, because as you know, I've been having issues with my channel, a lot of things happening. But besides that, we're going to jump back into things as usual. Viewer discretion is advised, and everything that you see and hear is for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into it.
Behind the scenes of the new HollyNet, Hollyweird on the internet. So this is how these streaming parties be looking. Look at this shit. The corniest shit ever. You got flashes in the back. How is everybody streaming the same thing in the room? I'm getting my content, bro. You know, everybody's excuse to go on this party is, I'm just going to get some content. Well, you got Rampage. These are grown men. They ain't on shit. How you supposed to talk to women? It's all these damn cameras around. That shit just weird. Like, your razor on camera, bro. That shit be looking hella good on camera, though, huh? Yeah, I'm straight. Look at Rampage. Just he don't give a fuck. He didn't live through all the eras. He don't care. But when I look at all this shit, bro, I'm just like, this is like a cesspool of like goofiness.
Check out this guy casually walk into the scene as they're filming The Haunt of guys. Everyone's in hazmat suits. This guy just casually walks through like nothing's happening. Now, just a gentle reminder, guys, a deadly pandemic does not require 24-hour advertising to let you know it's happening. Just like COVID, if there was truly this deadly pandemic, you would see ambulances going, you would see people dead in the streets. We saw none of it. The pandemic was on the television, the Tell-Live Vision, the program. Same script, different story. You can truly understand that fear is the driving mechanism that the elites use to control humanity. You can only control someone that's in a perpetual state of fear. Then you will stop watching this nonsense. The news is 99.9% of fear. War, viruses, it's on and on and on and on. All negative bullshit to control you.
This is a new movie that he's talking about.
Make no mistake, this is to control you as well. This is also why they poison the food, the water, and the air supply to keep you in a low vibration, to keep you in this state of fear. You cannot control someone that's in a perpetual state of love, like myself. In order to achieve that vibration, you need to take your physical, mental, and spiritual health back. Go to the gym every single day, sweat out all these toxins. Meditate daily, work on your mind and your soul.
Since the fear-mongering media is too busy trying to shove another scandemic down our throats, I'm going to talk about what they really need to be talking about. And that is the 28 employees that were arrested on that Disney cruise for child pornography. And who would have thought? This isn't Disney's first rodeo. No.
Nope.
And let me tell you, unless you've been living under a rock and not paying attention to certain files that have dropped within the last year, Disney has a very, very, very deep ties with a certain person in a certain island. The guy kind of reminds you of Palm Beach Pete, you know? I mean, did you even know that the Disney Cruise Line did snorkeling expeditions to Little St. James Island? Who lived on that island?
Not to mention Club 33 at Disneyland or Disney World or whatever. That's a private club. And I've seen videos in the past, like a couple of years ago, of ex-employees talking about some real shady things that they've seen happen there and a bunch of locked doors that nobody seems to be allowed to go into except for these people.
I mean, why would Epstein say that he has special privileges at Disney? And let me tell you, if you really want to have some fun with this, why don't you go dig into the tunnels underneath Disney? And look, honey child, this rabbit hole keeps getting deeper and deeper the more you look into it. Okay? Why don't you go do some research and watch all the old Disney classics and really pay attention to what they're saying in those movies? Or how about go check out a certain building on a certain island compared to the Disney logo? Or why don't you go look into Nickelodeon and their logo and compare it to a certain island? And to the rest of you out there watching it that still go to Disney and give them your money, you are supporting all of this that's going on. And people want to look at me weird when I tell them that I have never stepped foot on that demon-possessed property, and I never freaking will.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. So Cat Williams responded to the video I made about him and the whole Kevin Hart humiliation ritual. I mean, roast and my own opinion, my own personal take that he is part of the club and that he is a gatekeeper. And as we can see right here, his response comment was, "I really wish you would have prayed before posting this. You think Satan got us all? Sad, bro." I was surprised and caught off guard that he actually commented on this video. So my response, as you can see down here, was to ask him, why would you participate in a satanic humiliation ritual? I went on to say that he has to admit that it doesn't look good to be part of this humiliation ritual with all the different symbolism going on there. But I did want to make something clear that in the end, God is the final judge. I cannot know the heart of an individual. If I can only give my opinion and my personal take from what I see, hear, and I've researched.
I know you fucking lying. Why does Yale have two Moorish arches on the doorway with the giant Moorish arch in the middle above them? It looks like a castle. Yale is one of the most prestigious collegiate schools in the nation. You think that building right there was just built just to be a building for a college? Or was that building built way before anything to do with Yale University? Look at this right here. Giant horseshoe and two pillars on each side. Why is this in Connecticut? This is why you gotta bring the light to the darkness. These European Albions, they know that this is all Moorish architecture. They don't think it. They know it. Our people don't know it. Our people looking at this stuff like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that look cool. But they not looking at who built it. Why would a library at Yale University be named the Schwarzman Center? When Schwarzman means dark skin, it don't mean black. Schwarz is a German word. Oh my God! Schwarzman Center, Yale University. Who got dark skin? Who got copper complexion? This is why you got to get out of the whole black narrative. You got to get out of the black. You got to get out of the Hebrew Israelite. You got to get out of that. All of the Indians. Look, right there. Why would one of the oldest houses in Connecticut be built in an Egyptian style? And this is America. This ain't Egypt, according to them. But us that's knowing, because we studying, right? We knowing that Egypt is over here. Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt is in the Americas. The Americas is not Egypt, but Egypt is in the Americas though. Big facts! Big facts! They don't want to research this information, so the first thing they do is they let cognitive dissonance stay in their head. And there's another dome on top of the first church that got built in Essex. That look like something that's supposed to be over there like in Rome or something, right? Supposed to be over there. They don't even supposed to be on that. But it's over here in Connecticut, and it got pillars on the front of the door. 2 of them.
This guy can handle anything. Mentally, he can handle any situation out there. How many times?
So I've been trying to tell y'all that these lizard people, these other creatures from interdimensionals, whatever you want to call it, that they are out here, they exist. And you got Alex Collier saying the exact same thing. Check this shit out.
There are 1,833 of them that have been living underground between 100 and 200 miles beneath the surface. Some of them have been here a long, long time. They're ugly. I mean, they think we're ugly. They're anywhere from 7 to 22 feet tall. They can weigh up to 1,800 pounds. The ones that have stubby tails, if you see one that has no tail, he's of the warrior class. The longer the tail, the higher their rank. When you see one with long tails, with winged appendages, he's considered royalty. Whenever you see one, you ought to just run like him. You shouldn't approach it. You shouldn't provoke it. Just get the hell out of its way. Just get out of its way. Just run. There is a way to kill them. If you can't cut off their head, they have 2 hearts. There's one here, underneath this arm pit, and one here. Or if you can't get to that area, you need to slow it down, you need to hit it right above its groin area. It has a very large liver. You need to wound it there to slow it down. It is not something where man-to-man combat you're going to be able to deal with, because they apparently have the strength of 12, 15 men. They're incredibly quick. They're incredibly psychic. They know what you're going to do before you do it. Don't respect human life in any way whatsoever.
And for those who don't know, that's Alex Collier. Y'all can look him up on YouTube. He been on a lot of different platforms. He's been saying this type of stuff for years, and he has a background deep into these lizard creatures and all this methodology. So I think the dude knows exactly what he's talking about. And if he's saying all this stuff is real, then it got to be some type of merit to this. Now, we've all been hearing about these alien disclosures that they did just release one batch of it. A lot of people have been coming up with their own conclusions. So with these UFOs, these UAPs, and this lizard stuff, does all this stuff go hand in hand? Does it have some type of correlation in the end? Or are we just speculating? I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Drop your comments down below.
So it was like about a year and a half ago, I went to renew my driver's license, and I walked into the place super quiet. There was nobody in there. And I walked in, and the woman who was working at the desk, there was her and another woman, they were each talking to each other. And then I guess I startled them because they didn't hear me come in. And when she turned and looked at me, it sounds crazy, but like I saw this as clear as day. She had like 2 flaps like on her neck coming out here that were like real thick, like real big, huge, thick. They looked almost like big tendons or something that like connected from like her chin here, like down to her collarbone area. And they were huge. And then all of a sudden she like turned away and then turned back and they were gone. And she's like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, what the heck did I just see? But I just tried to act like everything was cool. But I've been back in there a couple times afterwards, and she gives me this weird look. And like I said, like I was completely sober. I've been sober for a long time. And it wasn't like I thought I saw something. Like I looked directly at it, saw it for at least a good 3 solid seconds. And then she like turned away and turned back and it was gone. And yeah, I don't know, man. But like I immediately, as soon as I got outside, I texted my buddy and I was like, dude, like you will not believe what I just saw. And yeah, like it's, I don't know. I have a feeling these things are amongst us, like all over the place, not just in like high positions, but literally all over the place or something. I don't know what exactly, but what do you guys think?
are carrying alpha-gal, which makes people allergic to meat. This is so bizarre. This lady finds this helicopter on her private homestead, and it's got a big long line, and check out what is at the end of this line. This is so incredibly bizarre. Tell me what y'all think is actually going on. This is Appalachia, Kentucky, where this lady has this helicopter hovering. The tail number comes back to the Department of Interior. Check this out. It's got a box or something that it's dragging along. I would guess they're dropping off a bunch of and boxes.
Probably.
Farmers have been finding all these Lone Star ticks in boxes dropped off on their farms. Nobody knows where the boxes are coming from.
Don't ever allow your children to watch Miss Rachel. She's a pawn for Satan. Satan likes to use her because she's a link directly to talk to your children. And after all, Satan comes as an angel of light. But this is what this woman wrote. I have a news flash for you, Miss Rachel. You're not a Christian. You're not a follower of Jesus because one who follows him does not promote and agree with sin, and especially to spread it to the children. You're a person who's a part of the problem. You can love an individual, but not agree with their sin. And this is not up for debate. The ethics, the morality of God remains the same throughout the entire Bible. God is who he is in the beginning and in the end. And this is so fundamental that it goes to the very beginning of the Word of God with the foundation of creation. Love and truth can remain the same in the same sentence. Go out and sin no more.
You can come in here and pay me, and then you can talk to us all kind of way you want to, bro.
I can talk to you how the hell
No, you cannot.
Come back to your damn country if you want to act like that.
Back to you just told me to go back to my country?
Yes, I did say that.
I saw your fucking EBT card in there. Guess who paid for that? I did.
Good for you.
You know how?
How do you want me to feed my kids? I'm fat.
Oh my God, bro, you got me up, bro.
Yeah, you got me.
I pay taxes for your fucking food.
Good for
like
him.
My kids, like
I pay taxes for your food, and you told me to go back to my country.
That's what you
Your lazy big ass. Look like a upside down golden pin looking ass.
That's because I like to.
You look like my suburban, okay?
Good on this guy.
Potato bill looking ass head. Get the out of here.
Good for this dude for standing up for himself. Unfortunately, people are so self-entitled and they think they can harass you, make fun of you, and call you names while you are at your job. He was not having it. The same people who are milking the government are the same ones who think they have the rights to say whatever they want about people. I love the fact that he stood on his ground and put this unhinged woman in her place. We need more people like this because America is made of different ethnicities, but you have to understand, those ethnicities, people are legal. They're paying their taxes. They're not here illegally. We like people of all colors, all shapes, all ethnicities in America if they are legal. I hope this video makes sense because a lot of you don't understand that.
What are the differences between Jewish denominations? Well, Hasidic Jews, they believe that Satan is a helper of God, so they kind of worship Satan. Kabbalist Jews worship Baal, who's kind of like Satan. Satanic Jews, which is an official denomination of Judaism, read the Times of Israel, also worship Satan.
Hey, this is going viral on Twitter right now, and the writer says, this is horrifying and every American needs to hear this. This California resident exposes what's really going on with Flock cameras in America. And this guy apparently has 20 years of experience in IT. So Flock advertises that these cameras are simple license plate readers, but their own patents tell a different story. They're AI-powered surveillance machines that capture every passing vehicle and person and transmit that data to a private corporate cloud, making it queryable by a multitude of state and federal agencies. The city of Corona does not control that database, and Corona residents have no public records rights against a private company's servers. Their daily movements are being harvested by a $7.5 billion corporation that only serves to venture capital investors, not to us. Flock did not reach that valuation on their per-camera subscription fees. The math doesn't add up. Now, considering that Flock integrates directly with Palantir, a data fusion platform with a $30 million contract with ICE, Peter Thiel, the founder of Palantir, is also one of Flock's primary investors. These are not separate companies with separate agendas. They are connected actors that are building a connected infrastructure. Palantir's own CEO stated publicly that just this month, his technology is being used as a political instrument designed to reduce the political power of certain voters. And that's the ecosystem that the Corona cameras are feeding into. Now, they may even say this is about getting the illegals out. We're going to use this to monitor people's cars. This is about Agenda 2030, dude. This is about creating a surveillance state, a prison without bars. And we see it in China, which is the blueprint for the rest of the world, by the way. Now, we need to say no to all of this. And I can tell you, I don't have all the answers, but I do know that at the end of the day, there is a clear, concerted effort to keep all of us in a lowered state of consciousness with the crazy chemicals going on in the food and water supply, like fluoride, which they're still adding, which calcifies your pineal gland.
You want to know who put a curse on you? Check this out. And this is how you're going to test me. Draw this on your arm. After you draw this on your arm, then you're going to blow on it. On your arm that's connected to your heart. Now, I'm going to show you. Now, check this out. After you blow on it, the person that put a curse on you is going to get extremely sick instantly. You're going to hear about it. If you don't hear about it, it's because this person made it their effort to stay as far away from you as possible. Because they know what they did. But, hear me out. You're going to hear about it. Now do this, and here is how it goes. So on your left arm, you're going to draw this.
I blurred out the symbol because this is witchcraft, and I don't want anybody partaking in this crap.
Now, if you have a marker, that could just be a straight line. You're going to draw that, and then you're going to blow on it. So after you draw that in your arm, you're going to blow on it. And you're going to hear about somebody getting very sick. When you hear about that person, that's the person that put a curse on you. I'm not telling you that this is going to remove the curse they put on you. It's just going to let you know who put the curse on you. This rune is for that.
It's a very known witchcraft symbol.
How to make it, put it in the one connected to your heart. A lot of people are going to tell you it's witchcraft. Don't listen to them. You already ahead of the game. You know how the world works. So
Deception.
Between us chosen. You already know.
It is directed directly to all military-age males, all active duty military, all non-active duty military across the planet. Okay? The data centers are not from God. Okay? These phones, all this stuff, the ticks, the wars, enough is enough, right, folks? Listen, gentlemen, you're going to be fighting each other in the future, all right? But it's not going to be the way you think, all right? The moment your boys merge with machine, the moment you guys get the little Neuralink or anything like that, okay? Poof, gone, all right? You're going to be dealing with humanoids in the future. You're going to be dealing with robots. And you're going to be dealing with your own brothers who decided it was okay to merge with machine. Okay? That's the hard truth. I love you guys. Time to wake up, all right?
They're about to unleash a fairy tale, and billions are going to fall for it. Just as the world grapples with rising food prices, shaky job numbers, a stock market floating on fumes, and the dangerous escalation in the Middle East, which is about to pop off any second, the Pentagon has just dropped another round of UFO files. Military cables, declassified information, and FBI interviews. All timed perfectly to hijack the headlines. This isn't disclosure. This is distraction to keep you distracted. For years, we've been promised the truth about unidentified aerial phenomena. Now, in the middle of a real crisis, these same institutions that hide critical information for decades suddenly decide to feed our curiosity. Why is that? Because mystery sells. Aliens and TikTok videos are far more entertaining than empty grocery store shelves and insider trading scandals and failure in the government.
Yeah, and it totally keeps you distracted from things that they don't want you paying attention to.
They make the government appear transparent while the problems get buried under speculation and endless debate. This is classic misdirection. A well-worn playbook that they pull out at times like these. While the economy wobbles and wars threaten to just destroy everybody, they roll out unidentified flying objects and everybody gets distracted. Let the public chase the lights in the sky while they tighten up their grip on everything else. Don't be deceived. The greatest threats we face in this moment are not from other worlds. They are from the decisions being made in Washington and across the world, on Wall Street and in the war rooms across the globe. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the price of silver and gold and your savings and diversifying. And while these conflicts that could reshape our future, stay vigilant, question the timing, question absolutely everything. And remember, while the world's out there chasing fairy tales, the wise prepare for fucking reality. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a beautiful day.
Seriously, what is going on with gas stations? This time it was a racetrack gas station. A gentleman pulled up to pump his gas. He took the nozzle out of the car and noticed that he was still being charged, and the gas pump still showed that gas was being dispensed. Have a look at this for yourself. Check this out for yourself. As you can see, the gas is still showing that it's being dispensed, and he's still being charged. The price keeps increasing. Watch. And take a look at his hand position. It's not like it's on the trigger where he's forcing it to do that. Watch, look. So as you can see from here, when he first starts recording, his total is $49.89. Fast forward to him holding it for like over a minute. He's now up to $50.06. So as you can see, his final total is $50.40. So I don't work at a gas station and I'm not familiar with how the nozzle works once it's being held up in the air like that. But if you know anything about this, let me know in the comments. Is that normal for it to keep charging you and keep showing that it's dispensing fuel when it's dispensing air? And I guess my question to you is this a new scam to be aware of? Or is this just a glitch in the system at racetrack? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Wow.
Why the f you put that baby here, bitch? Why the f you outside my courtroom? Why the f you see outside my courtroom?
What a psycho.
Yo, why the f y'all brought her here? I have a no. Son, give me another arm. Oh my God. Relax. Stop resisting. I'm not resisting. What the f? Yo, son. Yo, why the f would you bring that baby here? Yo, sir, relax your arm.
So he's mad because she brought a baby?
I'm relaxed.
It's a random woman that doesn't even know him. And he's mad that she's outside of the courtroom with her baby. Psycho. Says the baby wasn't hurt, thankfully, so that's good.
This is why the chosen don't look their age. If you hear this message, 9 times out of 10, you look 5 to 10 years younger than what you are. Now, obviously, naturally, it's because of healthcare, the way you diet, your lifestyle, the way you carry yourself, removing drugs, alcohol from diet, all of that type of stuff helps, right? But it's deeper than that. Your spirit, it shines through your face. The type of person you are, it will be revealed in your face. Even if you are a beautiful woman, there will be something about you that says something's not right. If you are a handsome man, there'll be something that says something's not right about you. But your youthful appearance is because you have a good heart.
Maybe that's why I look younger than I actually am.
Telling you what I know. People who are not perfect, but righteous men, righteous women, good people look younger than what they really are. So your presence is obviously because of lifestyle, but it's a little deeper than that. It's who you are. Your spirit is like a fountain of youth. And people don't understand that that's the truth. You see, when you are that type of person, your youth is renewed. And that's what you're experiencing day by day.
God, you see that today people need you, God. You see that today people want you, God. You see that they need you, God. You see that they want you, God. You see that they need you to give them what you need, God. To them need you to heal. Them need you to do that. Do what you do to make them feel better, God. Please make them feel better, God. Because I pray every single day so I can make people feel better, God. I'm just doing this so them can feel better, God. Please, will you please make them feel better? Amen. Bye, guys.
I think it is so crazy that you literally have people who work at Walgreens, McDonald's, the freaking grocery store, who go home after work and are doing witchcraft, voodoo, trying to curse you, putting spells on you. Like, what do you mean you're clocking into a 9 to 5, clocking out and then going home, doing spells, trying to curse somebody who you don't like, summoning demons, making deals with the devil himself? First off, you're making deals with demons and you're working at the grocery store? You're working at a regular 9 to 5? Why are you not rich? Why are you not famous? Like, if you're going to do that, you might as well go all the way. Why? You're doing this to get a boy to like you? You're doing this because somebody hurt your feelings because you don't like somebody?
He's making a good point.
That's beyond me. But you're going to this job, clocking in, clocking out, and then coming home and are going, lighting the candle, doing some seance, trying to curse somebody, Stop. They appear to be regular people and they're working 8-hour shifts and then going home and they're doing witchcraft. They're opening their books. They're doing incantations. They're summoning demons. They're using voodoo dolls. They're writing curses. They're doing all these things. You don't realize how many people are involved in witchcraft,
Lots.
or involved in occult practices.
And not even know it.
Realize that when you make somebody mad, unknowingly or even knowingly, you don't know that they go home and they're trying to curse you because you made them mad, because you hurt their feelings, because you did something they didn't like. Magic is real. Witchcraft is real. The occult is real. Demons are real. Jesus Christ is real. And if you are not protected by the blood of Jesus, if you do not have the full armor of God on, these people are doing things that can affect you. There are two powers at work in this life: good and evil, light and dark. And if you aren't guarded, then you have made yourself susceptible to receiving their curses. Be careful out there and don't just assume that somebody is a regular person. There are no regular people. You would be surprised how many people are into witchcraft. Stay safe out there.
If someone got kicked out of 109 different bars, is it their fault or all the different bars' fault?
Wait, 109 different bars?
Yeah, so someone got kicked out of 109 different locations.
Yeah, he might be the problem. But yeah, but what's it like pertaining to?
It's pertaining to it.
Yeah, you can't go around like asking questions like that. That's
Why
like,
not?
Denial.
So you say during the war you can't have elections. So let me just say 3.5 years from now. So you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody, no more elections? Oh, that's
good. He will be the last American president before the one world government takes over. I'm pretty sure he's there just to oversee the downfall of the U.S. And if the U.S. goes, I'm sure here in Canada we'll follow along right with it.
Yeah. Are you affiliated with any political party, and what do you think of the Reagan administration?
Well, I'm a Republican, and the Reagan administration was doing a great job for the psyche of the country after we went through the catastrophe previous to that, but the last couple of years have been very bad for the Reagan administration,
and Jim Wright
unfortunately.
Jim Wright has asked you to host the Congressional Democratic Committee big hula bula in Washington, D.C. You turned him down.
That's right.
Boy, I'll tell you, did you call your father before you turned him down? Your father is, in my opinion, the personification of the entrepreneurial spirit working in partnership with the government that gave housing to all those hard-working blue-collar people in Queens and Brooklyn.
You don't have
and
programs.
His beloved son, Donald, is building on Fifth Avenue.
But, Phil, you just don't have the programs anymore. You used to have a lot of government programs. I built a lot of the housing.
Talk
I
to
built,
Jim
hey,
Wright. Maybe he has something to say.
you're right. Maybe you're absolutely right.
But you turned him
It's
down.
absolutely necessary. But we can't be defending Japan, and we can't be defending Saudi Arabia and the Persian Gulf and everybody else and think that we're going to have low-income housing for people, which is desperately needed. Other countries have to pay us for the services we're rendering, or this country is going to go right down the tubes, and that is a shame.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
Now, it is very obvious, and I'm sure most of you have noticed this already,
Why is it
Notice
flat?
the Earth in the background? They're supposed to be in space, but it's flat. The horizon.
Where's the fisheye lens?
Not round, but flat. So I'm guessing that China forgot to use the fisheye lens.
Clearly.
For, this view right here. Now let's look at it from another Chinese news network. Now here we are again with a flat horizon. Actually, it's more concave flat in this video. But what I want you to pay attention to is watch this strap just come out of thin air. It even looks like it kind of went in the clouds there a little bit. You see that? Okay, looks like on this one here, they actually added the fisheye lens. But I want you to watch the astronaut's feet. Watch it disappear in the same spot the strap disappeared into. Watch this right here. Look. So that tells me they're using some kind of split screen and putting two images together right here. And you can really see it right here when they show the sun coming over the horizon. Once again, it's a flat horizon, but look right in the center of your screen. The sunlight just stops. It's a split all the way down the center of the screen. You see that right there? And then it's total blackness on the other side. Now, right here, they actually do show a fisheye lens or some kind of split screen, as you can see the sun coming over the supposedly curved Earth. Look at that line straight down the middle right there. There's a split in this. They're putting two pieces together. It's trickery, people. Trickery. See that split right in the screen? Now watch it pop in. Look, check that out. Oh, my goodness, China. Y'all weren't trained with the green screens and the CGI very well at all.
You think if they were smart, they would pre-record it, edit it to make sure there's no mistakes, and then play it off like they're doing it live, but I guess that makes too much sense.
Okay, now look at this one. This one right here is a really, really good one. Check it out. Look at the Earth. Look at the land mass there. Where's the oceans at? The Earth's supposed to be 2/3 water. Where's the ocean at right here, people? Nothing but land. CGI bullcrap, people.
NASA's the same. They make so many mistakes. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you made it to the end. If you did, thank you very much, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Peace.